line, you dig? The sheep sleep on me, but the ghost coast.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Panthers and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. With my good friend new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. And that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Falcon football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be piloted by their veteran quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders. 1 down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tannehill on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him in the tight end position and catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
McKissick again on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Let's go. Here's Tannehill. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
Yeah, they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing Jones. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Operating from the gun, Jones. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Rodgers to return it. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
There he goes, left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 32 on the play. Now Tannehill. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. Now the NFL's third leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Tannehill. Quick slant to Chubb. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 9 yards on the play and a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, a short throw caught by Andrews. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. His throw here is incomplete.
But I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamal. Seconds of the first half, and the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Chubb on the counter. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye and Luakon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones completes this to Addison out left. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught by Kirk. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
McCaffrey is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Shaquille Leonard in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Here's Jones on third down. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently. Right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Here we go. 11.
Now Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And quickly, they get to the line. Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Jones. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. To throw is Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now Jones. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Tannehill. That'll be caught by Hill. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance. But that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Now Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them. Pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Tannehill going to throw it. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Richie Graham. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Partner, why were they even putting the ball in the air in that situation?
I know they have confidence a lot of the time in their team, and hey, we can call anything. But in this spot, with that lead and that amount of time on the clock, not much, you've got to take care of it. I would have figured they'd run the football there.
Now their defense has to stand tall. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Atlanta, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.